Hello, hello. How you guys doing? Day 143. I'm back in the kitchen tonight for Friday. It's the freaking weekend. And so tonight I decided to take the training wheels off and I'm going to cook an Indian dish. So we'll see how it goes. I don't have my mentor Erin here with me. So I did ask her a quick question with regards to the spices that I was thinking of doing, and so and thank you to Sandy for actually giving me some of those spices. Thank you very much. So tonight I'm going to try it out on my own, see how it goes. Hopefully it's good. I don't even know what you would call it. It's what is it? So the base of every Indian dish apparently is the trilogy. It's called ginger, garlic, and onion. Okay, so I'm gonna start that up. Actually, I just finished cooking up some basmati rice, so smells really good. But anyways, I already cut up a lot of the veggies, so I'll just show you. Okay, so again, I don't have my trusty teacher here with me today, so hopefully it goes well. Okay, so put some oil in here. It's on medium heat. Okay. So first thing I cut up was the garlic. Oh, for garlic, what you want to do is you want to crack it 15 minutes before you actually cook it because it releases something. I forget. Okay, so I put in the garlic, ginger first, and then now the onions as well. So that's the trilogy. I'm hoping my wok is big enough, to be honest. And so my goal is to cook it up, get a little bit of color, some yellowness. And then when I do, I'm going to add in some spices. I haven't pre-measured the spices, to be honest. I'm not going to. I'm just going to grab a spoonful of each spice and throw it in there. And my trusty wooden spoon. Hey, Vio. How you doing? Oh, can you guys see that? All right. So I'm gonna let that cook for a little bit, get some color. Oh, smells freaking yummy. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm using a further burner. So let me see if I can get this a little closer. You guys see that? All right. Not bad. Okay. So, what do I need? So for the sauce, I'm gonna need some liquid, and I'm gonna get the liquid from these yummy red tomatoes. Real, you're hilarious. You can smell it from home, eh? I wish I could have you over. Be amazing. Unfortunately, you're not in my bubble. But first things first, of course, always, what do you call it? Wash your food before you cook them, okay? So, going to slice up the beautiful tomatoes, and I think I need to dice them up. Dicing means just putting in small chunks. Again, I have my trusty scraps bag, right? That I'm gonna freeze. I'll make some veggie broth later on. I finished my last batch, so I think I'm ready for my next one. And I already have a full bag, so I'm starting a new one so that I can make a brand new flavor. The next one I have, my veggie broth, actually has some mango skin in there, so that should add a beautiful sweetness. Okay, so let's see here. I definitely don't want to be burning anything. Oh, that's my my rice cooker. Tell me if basmati rice is finished. Okay, look at that, folks. Look at that. It looks pretty good, eh? Hey, Donna. Oh yeah, come on now. I'm making Indian tonight. I'm taking my training wheels off since I don't have my teacher Erin to guide me tonight. So, let's see here. So I'm cooking up right now ginger, garlic, and onions. I want to get a little bit color. I think probably another 2 to 3 minutes should be ready. In the meantime, I'm cutting up I'm dicing up the tomatoes. Because when it's ready, when this is ready, I'm going to be adding the spices and then the tomatoes. Because the tomatoes will give me the juice I need for the sauce. And I'm just hoping my wok is big enough for everything. So keep it simple, and honestly, I love Indian spices and food. There's so many amazing health benefits to it. It's all natural spices. So tonight, I'm planning on doing a mix of spices. Let's see here. Actually, just give me a second. Let me finish cutting these puppies up. But yeah, I'm really excited. Because if I can get this down, OMG baby, I'm going to be making a lot more Indian dishes. Because, again, I'm vegetarian. And I like to eat healthy, eat fresh. And flavorful, obviously. And so the thing with how to do that is with the spices. And growing up, I never really learned, or my mom, she never really cooked a lot with spices. Actually, now that I think about it, it was a lot with with Asian cooking. It's like what do you call it? Soy sauce and stuff like that. Indian, yes, I know. I love Indian too. Hey, Christina. Almost done dicing up my tomatoes. These are all fresh tomatoes. And with the summer coming around, it should be freaking amazing because people are growing tomatoes, and hopefully some friends decide to share with me. Hello. Okay. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Come on now. Look at that color, folks. It's getting some yellow in there. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. I think it's a good time to start getting the spices out. So I think I have a pretty... actually, let me see here. How's the angle, people? Is that okay? Angle good? I hope. Okay. So I think it's time to start getting the spices ready, as my trilogy is coming to fruition here. Okay. So first of all, what I have is I'm going to add in some, can you see that? That's cumin, some coriander, some turmeric, paprika, and then a little bit of thyme. Because we can all use a little more thyme, right, people? That's a knee slapper, folks. Sorry. Okay, let's see here. Oh, all right, it's starting to stick a little bit. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, baby. Okay. So, last time, Erin had me actually measure everything out and put it in the dish and then just dump it all in. Since I didn't do that, I'm just gonna throw all the spices in as I measure them, and hopefully it comes out fine. And if it's not, then I'm sorry, old teacher. Okay, so you want to have a dry spoon. I don't know what this measurement is. Looks like a tablespoon to me. So first thing I'll do is do the cumin. And I think essentially for me, it's just about having equal parts of each of the spices. Okay, so boom shakalaka, cumin. Oh, yummy! Cumin is like the like essential, what do you call it? Spice, I think, of Indian dishes. It's amazing. So aromatic. Yeah. I like that word, aromatic. Oh crap. No. There's a hole. Okay, anyways. Coriander. Plop. Next one. And this one is a good one. Turmeric, kapow. That might be a little more than the other one, but that's okay. Paprika, oh man. Paprika, beautiful, beautiful. And then, what was the last one? Oh yeah. A little bit of time, folks. A little bit of time. I probably should have opened these bags before I started. Oh well. Okay, so I'm supposed to put less thyme in here, not so much. Okay, so about half a spoon. Okay, so after that, I'm just supposed to mix them up. Look at that. Woo! Oh, baby! Oh, that smell is wonderful. Okay, now, I obviously don't want it to burn. So that's where the tomatoes come in. Honestly, I don't know how many tomatoes I'm supposed to have. So I'm just gonna throw it all in there and hope it comes out all right. Oh, it's already sticking. Hence, that's why I needed the tomatoes in there. Oh, all right. So I think my next step is to let this kind of simmer a little bit, get the flavors to, what do you call it? Mix. Oh man, seriously, that is, whoa, so good. Oh, man, if I had some of my veggie broth, I could throw a little bit in here to prevent burning. It's not burning, but I think that's what the tomatoes are for. Okay, so let's cover this puppy up. Let's get that mixing up a little bit. And so for my protein, I've got extra firm tofu I got from Costco. Actually, while this is, let's see here. While the food is blending, let me show you. So, my roomie Samuel, he went on a Costco run. So thank you very much, Samuel. And as you can see, I've got a number of things. I got some more basmati rice. Got lentils. I don't know how to cook those yet, so I gotta learn. Maybe lentil soup. Got some dates, since I can't get any myself, I might as well eat some. Turmeric, more turmeric, peanut butter, yum yum, chia seeds, and cocoa powder. And let me see here. Oh, here's the, what do you call it? Here's the tofu. 3-pack, extra firm, love it. And so what I need actually, so one of the things I wanna practice doing is creating these energy balls or power balls, and so I need to get some rolled oats. So very simple. I remember this recipe somebody did before. Very simple. It's like 4 or 5 ingredients, but essentially it's rolled oats. Put in some cocoa powder, peanut butter, some protein powder, and some seeds or nuts. So I'm gonna do probably sesame seeds and chia seeds, and then just mix them all up, make them into a ball, throw them in the freezer, and then they'll be ready anytime. So that's what I'm planning to do with all those things once I get some rolled oats, and I'll do another live to show you that. But I'm really excited because it's all natural ingredients and it's healthy and yummy. So hopefully through some of my cooking, you're able to just find some simple recipes that are delicious and helps you become more plant-based. That's my hope anyway, because again, health is so important. Okay, let's see where my food is. Oh, I lost a little height here. Ah, okay. Woo! Yes. You guys see that? Oh my gosh. That aroma. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Come on. Okay. So, what I'd like to do is get some more liquid in there actually. And so I don't really want to add water because water dilutes the flavor. So I'm going to add some mushrooms because mushrooms are 80% water, friends. They give obviously the umami flavor, which is very good. And so once they cook down a little bit, they'll add some more, what do you call it? Liquid. Let's see here. Let me see. I'm thinking actually, and so these are the veggies I'm looking to put in there. Some eggplant, cauliflower, zucchini, and red peppers, and tofu. So what I usually do when I'm at the end of all my veggies and they're starting to go, get to the point where I need to start eating them. See that? Right? I usually just do a stir fry. And with the stir fry, I usually don't add a lot of flavors. However, as I'm learning more about these Indian dishes, it's about finding the right mix of spices, putting together, and just cooking as if it's a stir fry, but it's just way more way more flavorful, and hopefully there's going to be some sauce with it. So, I wish I had some more veggie broth. Okay, you know what? Hey, anybody an expert with Indian dishes? Because I'm thinking of just throwing in all my veggies actually. What do you guys think? Should I throw the veggies now? I think I should, because either way I should be simmering I'm going to be simmering my vegetables anyways. So, man, this is why you need a teacher. You need a sensei or a mentor too. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Let's go, people. Let's throw it in there. So I guess this is part of the simmering process as well. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see what happens. I bet you anything Aaron will be saying, "What did you do?" I'm like, "You weren't there. I don't know, Sensei. I'm sorry. Okay. So, I'm going to let that go for a little bit. I'm going to cut up this tofu. How big do I want this pieces? I don't know. They're gonna be cubes. So, let's cut them. Yeah, big. Yeah, okay, a little bigger. Alright, so cut my extra firm tofu slices to about that size. And I think one package is enough. I was also debating whether to add beans or not. What do you guys think? Beans? Adding in the tofu. Why? It's got some water content in there, and I need a little bit more to create the sauce. See how it goes. Most likely, this will probably take me a good 15 more minutes, I think, to cook everything and have the flavors infused into the what do you call it? The vegetables. Okay, so in the meantime, let me show you. All right. Hey, Heather. Okay, so over here, what do you call this? Rice. It is done. So, what I usually do is I usually open it up when it's done, right? So the water is going to come down on the side. I like to kind of air it a little bit before I actually eat. So, look at that. Looks pretty tasty to me. Okay. And then once I let it sit for a little bit, I usually fluff it up a little bit. Why? I find that it allows the rice to be fluffier. Oh, look at that. Ooh, so fluffy. Since it's not ready, I'm just gonna, actually, let me try a little piece. I love basmati rice. Okay, so fluff it up. And then I just get to wait. Let's see the food here. How's that guy? How does that look, people? Oh man, it is so flavorful. I guess I could add a little bit of water. Get some liquid in there. It'll probably help steam the veggies a little quicker. Man, those are some good thoughts by me. I'm not even a chef. Good thinking. Very good. Oh baby. That yellow color you guys see, that's the turmeric. Which means I might have added a little more than I probably should have. But you know what? It's okay, people. It's okay. I'm just trying, experimenting, and at the end of the day, it's going to still taste good. Because all the stuff that I put in here is flavorful. It's natural. And yummy. Oh yeah. Yes. So definitely going to be adding a little bit of liquid to this. And again, I wish I had my veggie broth. Actually, let me double check here. Oh, you guys. Guess what I'm going to add to it? I'm so glad I looked through the fridge. So if you saw my live yesterday, I had a Quinny wine tasting. And so obviously we weren't going to finish 4 bottles. And so I took, essentially there's about 2/3 to 3/4 of a bottle left. Guess what I'm gonna do with this? That's right, my friends. I'm gonna cook with a little wine. Come on now. What does that mean? Yes, it's quite simple, quite straightforward. Oh, the thing is, when you open up a wine, you want to finish it within a day and a half max. Okay, so I want to get some liquid in here, and so when you here's another tip: when you cook with a certain wine, this one is a Viognier Time 2018 from the Okanagan Valley. Okay, so when you cook with a certain wine, you can actually pair it perfectly with the wine and actually drink with it. And so it's the perfect way to actually eat and drink. And so I know for myself, if you drink wine, if you don't, it's all good. But if you drink wine, I find for myself, having wine with a meal, it just adds just so much to the eating experience. And it's kind of interesting because a number of years ago, I think I had stopped drinking wine when I was going out. Actually, I know why. This is probably about 8-9 years ago, or 7-8 years ago is when I noticed. It's because when I went out to dinner, at that time I transitioned to become a vegetarian, so I didn't eat meat anymore. And usually when I had wine with my food, it was with a steak or chicken or fish or seafood, right? And so since I stopped eating meat, I didn't find a need to, or a craving, if you will, to have wine with it. But then a few years ago, I had it again with a meal, and I was like, this is what I've been missing. And ever since, well, not ever since, when I have a chance to, or a special event, or what have you, I love to have some wine with my food. It just, it's like a party in my freaking mouth. So, and just adds a beautiful splash of just yumminess. I don't know. Anyways, I just want to share that with you. So I put some in here. I'm gonna put my wine back in the fridge. It is a white wine, so with white wines, you definitely want it to be chilled. If it's a red wine, you want... white wines, you want it chilled. Not frozen, chilled. So it's nice and cool and cold. And it goes beautiful. The red wine, you want to actually open it up about 2 hours before you're actually going to drink it. And so why... It needs to oxidize and mix with the air so it can quote unquote breathe, right? And so, hey Lyndon, and so a hack with that is let me grab you something here. So if you have one of these things, it's kind of like a decanter. It's not a decanter. A decanter is like a big thing that allows more volume for it to breathe quicker. But anyways, this is a device you can get at a wine store, what have you, that you don't have to wait 2 hours for your red wine to breathe. You can just pour it right into here. It comes out, and it actually, the things on the side, it actually sucks the air out of it, which allows you to actually drink the wine the way it's supposed to drink, be drunken. Immediately instead of waiting the 2 hours. So just an FYI. I don't know how much this was. I got it as a gift from my friend Mimi. So very grateful. Might as well do a wine lesson too. So big fat wine glasses is what you want for the red wines. Okay, why? Because you can swirl them, and again, it just helps the wine to breathe. And when the wine breathes, what actually it does, it allows you to smell the wine a lot more richly and fully. And you can put it up against the light, and you can actually see the wine. They call them legs, but when you swirl it, and then the legs of the wine comes down, and it tells you how thin or how thick the wine is. Right? So obviously, if it's thin, then it's a higher water content, right? So, anyways, and obviously with the white wines, you want a smaller glass, not as wide. Okay. So something like this would do, right? Here's a stemmed wine glass. What I'm going to use tonight is a stemless wine glass, right? So there's no stem. The stem is the stick that I'm holding this by. This is no stem, so the stemless stem. So these, if you can see, right, the head of these wine glasses are a lot smaller than the first one that I showed you. And so these are better for white wines, and the big fat ones are better for reds. Okay, let's see where our food is. Come on now. All right. Oh yes, I can definitely smell that wine, and it's coming out so beautifully. Oh my gosh, great idea, Edison. Thank you. I think so. No, seriously, dude, such a great idea. Oh, thank you. Oh, so excited. Yeah, baby, come on. Oh, okay. So last thing I'm gonna add is the red bell peppers. So I get a nice mix of vegetables. Got enough, what do you call it? Liquid now. Actually, I might add a little more wine. Oh man, that wine really added a beautiful flavor. All right, guys, you convinced me. I'm gonna add a little more wine. And the thing with wine is, even if you cook with it, by the time you eat it, there's actually no alcohol content. Again, I don't want to add too much, because if I add too much, it'll dilute the flavor of the spices of the dish. So I just want to put just enough to add a flavor, but not take away from others. Okay, so one more thing I need to do is... Of course, when you eat, we eat with our eyes first. And so I have garnish. So I have two options. I have cilantro, and I have green onion. What do you guys think? Cilantro? Green onion? You know what? I'll do cilantro. You know why? Because Indian is an Asian dish, but let me think. What do you guys think? Cilantro or green onion? You know what? I love cilantro, so I'm gonna go with cilantro. Donna says cilantro? Okay. Cilantro. Great minds think alike. Come on now. Whoop whoop. Okay, so I don't know about you guys. I like a lot of cilantro. So this is gonna be what I'm gonna put for one dish. My friend Sandy, she says she's always has trouble finishing a big bunch of cilantro since she only cooks for herself, and so she ends up freezing it to use later. I'm like, that's a great idea. But I'm like, I usually finish mine because I eat so much. And so let's see here. So cilantro I think is the choice, the winner. Okay. Always, my friends, always. And oh yeah, always look for any bad bad bits that have gone bad, right? There's usually a little bit here and there, especially if you bought it for a few days, which I have. Oh, you can't see me doing this. Oops. Am I still live? I hope so. All right. Am I still live? I dropped my phone. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so before you... Yeah, I always look to see if there's any bad pieces, because I don't want to be eating any bad leaves, because that will lead me having to go to the washroom later. But yeah, I don't know. I'm one of the lucky people who don't think cilantro tastes like soap. And the funny thing is, I actually never thought it did until people started saying that. I was like, what are you talking about, soap? And then when I actually noticed, I was like, oh, actually, I could see how they thought it tasted like soap. But I don't associate it with it. I associate it with yumminess. And look at that. You can hold it like a bunch of flowers. Here you go. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so I gotta wash this. Oh, actually, you know what? Okay, thanks, Nona. Okay, actually, you know what? The cilantro, I can actually throw the stems in here and add more flavor. Yes. And then for the garnish, I'll use the leaves, because the leaves is what looks nice. Stems are just stems. Okay. So let's do that. Good idea? Like my mom would like to say, anytime she thinks she has a good idea, she's like, Mom has a good idea. She's so cute. I love my mom. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna cut up some stems. And throw it in here. You guys see? Oh yes, folks. That's cooking up mighty nicely. Come on now. Oh baby. Oh my gosh. That cilantro just added a beautiful, beautiful aroma. Holy. And actually, I just noticed I don't have any green in here. That's odd. I usually have a green of some sort. But you know why? It's because this is the last of my veggies. I ate all my greens. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I've got a few more stems, so I might as well just throw them in there. It really does. Wow, it really did add a beautiful, beautiful flavor to it. And then I'm gonna leave the leaves to be my garnish. And what is garnish? Garnish is just a term for anything that is more for aesthetics, how it looks, than for the flavor. Although it can add a beautiful flavor as well. It's usually some type of greenery or red, depending on the dish. How's that look, folks? My gauge a lot of times when it comes to cooking to know when it's done, I look at my eggplant. You guys see that? If it's cooked the way through, then I know the whole dish is done. And usually that takes about 15 to 20 minutes. Oh, so good. Let's see. Oh, hey, Lyndon. Enjoy your dinner? Yes, thank you. I think it'll be done in about 5-10 minutes. It's simmering right now, and so in the meantime, I'm going to put away my spices. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one got broken. So what do? I know. I have a container. Ooh, actually I have a ton of containers. Yeah, so I have a container, and so my bag of coriander seeds broke. So I get to throw it in here instead. What are you guys having for dinner? Yeah, if anybody has any suggestions. Oh, okay. Actually, anybody know how to cook with lentils? I've never cooked with lentils. It's my first time. I'm thinking lentil soup. I think lentils is... Actually, it says on the bag. What does it say? It's a good source of iron and magnesium with high fiber. So, if you're lacking in fiber, friends, go get yourself some lentils. Okay, I'm gonna let this simmer for probably 2 more minutes. I'm gonna plate it and show you guys my dinner. Meantime, I'm trying to get this label off and move it over. I don't think that's happening. Oh. Okay. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Boom. Boom. So one of the things actually I was thinking about adding to it was fennel seeds, but Aaron said that has a licorice flavor and may not taste too good with the combination I had. So I'm like, okay, let's not do that. Thyme is quite nice. Okay, so these are my... Look at that, fits perfectly. Spices. See, if you look at my wok, it's a waterless cookware, right? So it creates this water seal, and what it does is it actually keeps the nutrients, more of the good stuff, in the food. Because every time you cook with no lid, then you're actually letting a lot of the nutrients and the vitamins and minerals and all that stuff actually escape into the air. And that's why nowadays it's a good idea to actually supplement, take vitamins. And it's important to get actually a high quality supplement, because a lot of the cheap stuff, they're called bowl ringers, and what that does is when you take the vitamin, it literally passes through your body, comes out the other end. And you know, that's usually like Centrum or one a day or whatever, right? There's a reason why they're cheap. And if you're talking about your health and you value it, then you want to get actually a high quality one. So I've been taking them for over 20 years. It's been amazing. I think it's one of the reasons why I'm a high energy guy. I'm never really down or dead or tired. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Spin freely, baby. Spinning freely. When it spins freely like that, then I'm at the perfect temperature and that seal has officially formed. Okay, let's see. Shall we take a look? Let's take a look. All right. Oh, wow. Beautiful aroma. My gosh. Mmm. Mmm. So many parts of this is actually done. I'm gonna let it go for another minute, and in the meantime, I'm going to fill my glass. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'll fill the glass after I do the food. I'm going to start plating. Just using a nice white dish. Actually, what I should do is warm up the dish. There's one way of warming up. No, screw it. Let's get some rice in there. Alright folks, here we go. As you can see, I've got some basmati rice. Usually in the restaurants, they would actually put this as a side. But since I'm at home eating myself, I'm just going to throw it right on top. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one's done. Cauliflower in there. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this down, let it simmer. In the meantime, garnishing my dish. Hold on 1 second. All right. Here we go. Here's my glass. I'll show you what the final part of it looks like. Oh, it smells so good. All right, folks, here it is. This is weird. Okay, here we go. So that is the final dish, basmati rice with mixed vegetables. I don't know specifically the sauce. And then I've got a glass of white wine to go with it. Oh my gosh, I'm excited, folks. I'm excited. I just wish I had some company. When it gets nicer, I'll have some of you over and we'll eat outside, all right? Those that are not in my bubble. Okay. Anyways, hopefully that gave you some ideas on how to create it. And yeah, first time doing an Indian dish by myself. Woo! I'm excited. So, hope you're all doing well. Have a great night and a great start to your weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.